And then you've got the main event, Islam Makhachev against Bobby Green. Well, on paper, Bobby Green's one of the biggest underdogs I've ever seen. He's plus 750, which is, 6.5 to 1 just to win. Which, I don't know if that's fair or not, to be in all honesty. Because, look, anybody has a chance of winning this fight. He definitely should be an underdog because against Makhachev, Makhachev's an absolute animal, isn't he? The problem you've got here is Bobby Green, his style, if he can start putting punches together, slipping out of the way like he does, because what he does is he slips out of the way and he hits back and he taunts him, and he gets in their head, and he talks a bunch of shit. He is crazy to watch. He's a brawler. He's fun. He's so much fun. And that's why, if Bobby Green wins this fight, that's really interesting. It puts him in a great position because he is so entertaining and the fans love to see him so much. He'd almost be undeniable for a title shot at that point. You know, he's just beaten Islam Makhachev. You'd have to reward the bloke if he came in and did that. I don't think necessarily that is going to happen, because the problem is Makhachev's got very good kicks, so I don't know if it stays in boxing range enough for Bobby Green to really get his rhythm going, which is a real problem. That being said, it's not like it's impossible that Makhachev gets knocked out, because we've seen him get knocked out already. You know, Adriano Martins cleaned Makhachev's clock, and it wasn't like a technicality defeat or whatever like on John Jones's record. That was a legit, he got his head knocked off. He was knocked out. He went lunging in off balance with a big overhand left and or right, and either way, yeah, it was a left, and then I think Martins came back with a counter right or counter left. I forget. I watched it yesterday. I can't remember, but either way, it was just a really good counter hook from Martins that just put Makhachev down. So you know that Makhachev can be knocked out, right? And let's be fair, if it stays in boxing range, you have to give that advantage to Bobby Green. He's probably going to be better in boxing range. Problem is those kicks. Makhachev actually does have pretty good stand-up himself. Obviously, he's known as this Dagestani wrestler guy, but you have to think that actually he's probably got better stand-up than most of those Dagestani-style guys. And his kicks are really good, and that's what's going to make life difficult for Bobby Green, because at kicking range, he's not really... Because you saw it against Venata. When Venata hit him with all those kicks, all of a sudden it was like Bobby Green wasn't in his boxing range doing his thing. If Islam Makhachev does let Bobby Green into boxing range and Bobby Green starts feeling himself, Bobby Green could win this fight. It's unlikely, but that's where my money is going. Because at the end of the day, I love an underdog, and there is no bigger underdog on this card. I think he's the biggest underdog of the year, so obviously I'm going with Bobby Green. Just to get the win, baby. 7.50. That's 6.5 to 1. That is absolutely terrible, going against the surefire winner, Islam Makhachev. But you know what? I want to believe. I just want to believe in Bobby Green, because I'm just such a big fan of his style. I would love to see him put a stop to Islam Makhachev. I really would, because I think it would be good for the division. Because yeah, what we need in the lightweight division is another Dagestani wrestler who's just going to literally take every fight to the ground, and it's just going to be the same fight in, fight out. Join, yeah, we need more of that, don't we? More of that, please. No, come on. Bobby Green, I want him to hit Makhachev in boxing range, hit him a lot, duck out of the way of all his return punches, and bang, 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 and hit him and stick his tongue out and talk a load of shit at him. Make his life fucking miserable for 5 goddamn rounds, and maybe even get him out of there. I know I'm dreaming. I know that is unrealistic expectations, but god damn it, do I want it to happen. Bobby Green, I'm with you, mate. Go out there, get it done. You've got nothing to lose. You're playing with the house's money. This is literally like what, like Joan, it's not like you've got a massive ranking to lose. It's not like you've got an undefeated record. You're coming in as the biggest underdog on the card, biggest underdog of the year, so far as I can tell. Just go out there and have fun. And that's a man with no pressure on him, and he could just go out there and have some fun, and he could surprise everybody. I am taking Bobby Green to get the win. And then when you put that together on the accumulator, you've got 247.50 to 1. That is awful. That is an absolutely terrible bet. But yeah, I'll be breaking those down next week. I've got a lot of gigs for the first part of next week, so it may be Thursday that I'll get my next video out to kind of recap this and go over the news and everything. But Let me know who you're betting on. I'd love to know if are you coming with me on Bobby Green just to go along for the ride, just to dream big, and just believe in something, you know? That's what I'm going with. Until we get this broken down, obviously, thank you for your support. If you're watching this on the Patreon, thank you for subscribing to the Patreon. If you're not watching this on the Patreon, you'd have gotten these picks a day early if you'd have subscribed to the Patreon. So head on over to the Patreon. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, keep those odds long and those bets terrible.